Dear students, in previous class we have learnt about the male reproductive part androecium. Today we are going to learn about the female reproductive part gynoecium. You know, androecium is made up of many stamens. Like that, gynoecium is made up of one or more pistils. A single pistil or more than one pistil can form a gynoecium. This is a single pistil. Let us see the parts of this pistil, that is gynoecium. It has three parts: the stigma, style and ovary. The stigma is the landing platform for pollen grains. After maturation, the pollen grains are liberated from the mature anther and are deposited on the stigma. Next to the stigma, style is present. The elongated slender part is called style. நீளமா ஒல்லியா இருக்குல்ல, this is called style. The pollen grains enter into the ovary through this style by forming a pollen tube. You have already learnt how pollen tubes are formed from pollen grain. This bulged portion is called ovary. The cavity present inside the ovary is called locule. L-O-C-U-L-E, locule. The ovules are present in the locule and are attached to the placenta. These are the ovules. These are present inside the locule. They are attached to the placenta. Do you know what is placenta? The part of gynoecium on which ovules are attached is called placenta. In 11th standard, you have learnt the different types of placentation. Let's recall it. These are the types of placentation. Now let us know where the placenta is present and how the ovules are attached to the placenta. In this type, the placenta is seen in the margin. The ovules are attached to the placenta with a stalk. Here, in this type, the placenta is seen at the center. Here, the placenta is seen on the ovary wall. The ovules are attached to the ovary wall. In this type, the placenta is seen at the base of the ovary. அதாவது placenta marginலையும் இருக்கும், சென்டரில் இருக்குது, அப்புறம் ஓவரி வால்லையும் இருக்குது, அது ஓவரியோட பேஸ்லையும் இருக்குது. இது மாதிரி டிஃப்ரெண்ட் டைப்ஸ் ஆஃப் placenta இருக்குது. The number of ovules may vary in different plants. For example, in mango, only one ovule is present, so it has one seed. But fruits like papaya, tomato, watermelon, etc., many ovules are present, so they have many seeds. You know that after fertilization, that is கருவுறுதலுக்கு பின்னால, the ovules become seeds of fruit and the ovary becomes the fruit. So the number of ovules represents the number of seeds. Now let us see how the gynoecium arises from the plant. It arises from the floral primordium. Do you know what is floral primordium? It is a group of cells or a tissue which produces a flower. After a certain period of time, after a certain period of plant growth, the floral primordium arises. The hormonal changes occur and produce a floral primordium. This is the floral primordium. அதாவது முதல்ல பிளான்ட் வளரும்போது தண்டு, இலை இதெல்லாம் தான் உருவாகிட்டுருக்கும். அதுக்கப்புறம் கொஞ்ச நாள் கழித்து ஹார்மோனல் சேஞ்சஸ் நடந்த பிறகு தான் அதிலிருந்து ஒரு பூ உருவாகும். அந்த பூ உருவாகிறதுக்கு முன்னால் ஒரு சின்ன ஸ்ட்ரக்சர், ஒரு பட்டு மாதிரி ஒரு ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் அதில் தோன்றும். தட் இஸ் கால்ட் ஃப்ளோரல் பிரைமாடியம். அதிலிருந்து தான் அந்த பூ உருவாகும். இங்கே the meristematic cells are present on the growing tip of floral primordium. அதாவது இந்த ஃப்ளோரல் பிரைமார்டியம் இப்படி இருக்குன்னா அதுக்கு மேலே மெரிஸ்டமேட்டிக் செல்ஸ், அதோட க்ரோயிங் டிப்பில் மெரிஸ்டமேட்டிக் செல்ஸ் இருக்கும். மெரிஸ்டமேட்டிக் செல்ஸோட நேச்சர் என்னென்னா கண்டினியூஸாக வளர்றது. From this meristematic cell, a small papillate outgrowth is produced. This is papillate outgrowth. From the tip of the meristematic cell, papillate outgrowth is produced. Later, it is differentiated into stigma, style and ovary. This is how gynoecium is arising in the plant.